Some more practice problems for the kinematic equations, and we'll look at these. These are all from the web page that's listed. Car starts from rest. That's a hint. It's not a number, but it does tell me that my starting velocity equals 0. So you have to look out for those. Comes to a stop or starts from rest, tell us something. Over a time of 5.21 seconds for a distance of 100 meters. So that's going to be our final distance equals 100 meters. 110. We're assuming that we started off at 0 and went from 110. And we need to find the acceleration. So acceleration is our question. So we need a formula. We have time. We have initial velocity. We don't know how fast it was going at the end, though. So I can't use this formula. So I got to use probably one of these two. So let's map it out. All right, so we have 110 equals 0 plus 0 times 5.21 plus 1/2, we don't know, times 5.21 squared. 110 equals, that stuff's gone. And I'm going to times everything by 2. That's going to get rid of the half on this side of the equation. And I'll put 2 times 110 equals 5.21 squared times A. So this is 220 equals, what's 5.21 squared? 27.14. And then we have one more step. If you want to move something from one side of the equal sign to the other, we do the opposite function. I need to isolate this variable. So it's times 27.14, so I'm going to do the opposite function, divided by, and I'm going to end up with 220 divided by 27.14 equals 8.10 meters per second squared equals acceleration. Nice. Do a couple more. Determine a race car's accelerates. This is all acceleration stuff. Uniformly, it's constant acceleration from this to that in 2.47 seconds. Determine the acceleration again. So acceleration is our question mark. Time equals 2.47 seconds. We went from this to that. So this is our start. This is our finish. So velocity at time 0 equals 8.5 meters per second. The ending velocity is 46.1 meters per second. And we don't have distance, can't use those, but we can use this one. 46.1 equals my starting velocity, 8.5, plus acceleration times time. So I plugged everything in. I have to isolate this variable. These two are technically stuck together, so I have to move this one first. It's positive 18.5, so to move it I'll do negative 18.5. Let's see what we get over here. 46.1 minus 18.5 equals 27.6 equals acceleration times 2.47. Last step, opposite function, divided by 2.47. 11.17 meters per second squared equals acceleration. Technically 11.2 with significant figures. Last one. This is number 9 from the website. A car traveling at 24 meters per second skids to a stop in 2.5 seconds. Determine the skidding distance of the car. So we need to find distance now. So I would like you to pause the video and try to just do the setup. Okay, here's the answer. It's traveling at this and then stops. So this is our starting velocity. Comes to a stop. We know our time. We need to find our distance. So I need a formula with distance in it that also has time. So I can't use these ones. Well, I could use this one for distance, but I don't know acceleration. I could use this one for distance, but I also don't know acceleration right here. This is the last type of problem you need to be able to do, is a double substitution. Holy cow, I need to solve for A first, and then I can solve for X. So I can, this is step 1, and then I can pick whatever I want for step 2. So we're going to go velocity equals solving for acceleration. 0 equals 22.4 plus acceleration times how many seconds? 2.55. Move this one over. So negative 22.4 equals acceleration times 2.55, and then we'll divide. 22.4 divided by 2.55 equals, this is going to be a negative. It's not my calculator because I didn't have the button, but it's going to be a negative. Acceleration equals negative 8.78. Okay. Now we go on and find the distance. So this formula looks easier. I can use any one, but that one, gosh, it looks really easy because one of these is 0. 0 squared equals 22.4 squared plus negative 8.78 times x. 22.4 squared, so 0 equals 501.76 plus negative 8.78 times x. Move this guy around. Minus 501 to the other side. Yoink, over there. Negative 501.76 equals negative 8.78 times our distance. Last step is to divide. Negative 8.78. 501.76 divided by 8.78 equals. The negative signs cancel, and we get a distance of right here. X equals that. In meters, the distance would be in meters. So those are the 3 different types of questions you're going to have to do. I hope those help. Where's my stop? Here it is. Quit. No, just stop recording.